Center ngali ku international level atenga lobbyist byebigo byayogedde.
Uganda is a thugocracy. There is nothing. There's no word for what's going on in Uganda today other than a disgrace, and it's a barefaced thugocracy that the United States and every civilized nation should condemn. And Bobi Wine's safety after having won that election should be paramount in the minds of foreigners, especially foreign donors or those countries that work with Uganda.
In Uganda, the government said the internet shutdown was necessary to prevent misinformation and people using it to abuse and undermine the territorial integrity of Uganda and to protect life and property. And that it was necessary for the government mandated by the Constitution to protect people and to maintain law and order. You are shaking your head. Why so?
It's a joke. I mean, the people who are lighting the fires work for the government. There is no law and order in Museveni's Uganda unless you support Museveni. He defines a citizen as those who work for him. He has no idea what an actual citizen inside Uganda is if they don't agree with him. These are the ravings of a man who's been in power for 40 years and who's just absolutely attempting to develop a dynasty and pass it on to his kid without any deference to the people of Uganda.
Why do you think there seemed to be a plan for the son of the president to come? You mentioned dynasty here. Do you think that is the plan in Uganda?
Well, do you think this son of the president actually qualifies as a general? Are you kidding me? With his statements made in the last week, he'd have been kicked out of any real army in the world. Closing the internet for property rights. Come on. Closing the internet is a violation of all the international treaties that Uganda and Tanzania have signed. It makes them no better than Iran. It puts them right up there with Iran and North Korea and all those other countries that are shameful murderers of their own people. That's what we're seeing in Africa. We are seeing the return of Idi Amin's type of government. That's what we're seeing. And it is incredible to me that anyone in Uganda watching what's going on today, or for that matter in Tanzania what's going on to me, can be anything other than critical of the governments who deploy tools and resources that are contrary to every international treaty in order to shut down the voice of the people.
Well, your law firm, AP Partners, came out with a press release a few moments ago calling on the international community to ensure Bobi Wine's protection. But some of his critics are saying that it's neither here nor there, and it's calculated to tarnish the image of Uganda, both locally and internationally.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. I don't need to tarnish Uganda's image. They do it for themselves and very well. Just look at the statements that have been made by Museveni's son. I mean, just take a look at what he said, and I can quote this purported general. If he doesn't surrender to the police, we will treat him as a rebel and handle him accordingly. Personally, I'm embarrassed by our record. 22 protesters killed in 1 week is too low. I promise to do better. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously trying to suggest anything I or any other human being could say could harm Uganda's reputation more than the rantings of this man? And remember, it is Uganda's obligation under domestic and international law to protect the lives of their citizens. Look at what this man says. He says, I tell you that the NUP will be removed and extinguished from our land like a bad dream. This man has no idea of what rights and obligations he, in his position, is supposed to respect. He is completely lawless. He is an an outside the law operator in a uniform that is ill-fitting anyone who has any claim to rule of law or democracy. The Ugandans have only themselves to blame for a terrible reputation in the international community that is not being assisted by their attempting to hunt down the winner of the last election, Mr. Wine.
But some are...
All right. Akatambi ako ngenda sura nga ka uploadinze. Omulwanyizi w'eddembe ate nga munnamateeka w'ensi yonna omukulu Robert Amsterdam agambye bw'ati. Our firm will be using all available channels to argue the protection of Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. The international community must not be complicit in the ongoing attack on the people of Uganda. Omulwanyizi w'eddembe ate nga munnamateeka w'ensi yonna omukulu Robert Amsterdam agambye nti akubiriza ensi yonna okweyambisa buli kimu ekiriwo okukuuma Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, era akubiriza ensi yonna gyeri okugezaako okutunula eriisa ejjogi n'okuvumirira ku ngeri amaka ga Robert Kyagulanyi galumbiddwamu saako naye kennyini ng'omuntu. Oyo abadde Robert Amsterdam. Eno ye nooti ye gy'awandiise ku mukutu gwe ogwa Twitter. Okay, tuvudde waawo. Ekibiina ekibaga amateeka mu Uganda kibayita Uganda Road Development Center kiwandiise bwe kiti. Kigambye Kampala, Uganda, 24th January 2026. The Uganda Law Society USLS strongly condemn the violent home invasion and the assault on Mrs. Babla Itungo Kyagulanyi in Magere, Wakiso district at the night of 23rd January 2026, shortly after a USLS delegation visited her that afternoon to discuss the modalities of liberating her from family and 8-day hours arrest. Following the consultation with Mrs. Kyagulanyi and her legal team, it has been confirmed that the armed intruders broke into her Magere residence, assaulted her, and demanded information about her husband's whereabouts. Assorted documents, properties were seized. She suffered physical injuries and physical trauma, necessities in hospitalization. This attack by the Uganda Defense Forces under the police supervision constitute a blunt abuse of state powers, violating fundamental rights to liberty, security, dignity, and privacy. It is a deliberate attempt to intimidate and silence the opposition or to provoke the civil unrest, particularly given to the recent dispute elections and ongoing waves of detention, torture, and enforcing disappearance of national platform leaders, supporters across the country. USLS reject the militarized suppression of the political opposition and provocation of peaceful civilians. No one should be subjected to violence by the security forces under a pretext of national security. Mukitegedde bulungi nnyo. Esagala gigenda obudde buwanvu katugende ku
enough is enough to dictatorship in Africa. Say enough is enough to dictatorship in Uganda. Museveni and the son, very soon, you guys, you will not have any place to go. You will not have any place to hide. Muhoozi, all the criminal activities you are using the military to do in Uganda, very soon, all the military run away and leave you because there will be nowhere for you to hide. And they will run away for their lives. Muhoozi, the criminal activities you are doing in Uganda, very soon, Uganda military will not have any place to stay. They will all run away and leave you. And you'll be left alone and you'll be in jail. Because all the crimes you are committing, people are having a records. You think your father is a president, so you are on top of the world. Very soon you'll be coming for you. And your father self, he's having a lot of criminal charges against him. So you'll be going with your father. You better be careful. Do not touch President Bobi Wine. Leave President Bobi Wine. Leave the wife alone. Leave the family alone. Leave the people of Uganda alone. They have had enough of you. You have massacred them a lot. You have killed them a lot. They are saying that enough is enough. You are not even from the country. You are a refugee. You have only come to stay in somebody's country and you have taken power. And now, after taking the power, you have positioned your family members to all key positions in the country. Police, the army, the banking sector, the education, the health. You have positioned all your family members in these vital places so that you guys have gripped the country. Okay, you have gripped the whole country because all the vital positions you have captured there. But very soon, your time is up and you are going. So guys, I am happy. Let's continue to add our voice. Let's not give up. President Bobi Wine has not given up, so I am not giving up. And I know you watching me too. You have also not given up. Let's continue to add our voice. Let's continue to mount the pressure. When we post on social media, when you see the message, spread it across. Share. Just copy the link. Share to groups. Share to WhatsApp groups. Share to friends. Share everywhere. Let the message go everywhere. Okay. Share this video. Let it go far. And I know that very, very soon, everything will go okay. Because our president, His Excellency Bobi Wine, very soon he'll be coming home. He'll be coming home. But for now, dear, I want you to stay where he is. Because the moment he comes home, everything will just be in a standstill. They are going to either arrest him and then everything becomes silence. But right now that he's still hiding and he's still alive, he's still giving the world pressure. You know, he's having a lot of friends across the globe. So he's contacting friends and people have started speaking up. That's why the US lawyers are all speaking up. You know, actors are speaking up. And so it is very good that he's hiding so that he can be able to mount a lot of pressure in the system. And then he can come for Museveni and the son. Very soon he'll come for them. So guys, I am happy this is happening. Share the video, like the video, and I'll come back with more updates. But today, the news is a US international lawyer has had his voice and is calling Museveni and the son to stop the rubbish they are doing in Uganda. The US international lawyer, Robert Amsterdam, has questioned Museveni. He has questioned Museveni that he should leave Bobi Wine alone. Leave the wife alone. Leave the family alone. And stop killing Ugandans. This is a message coming from US international lawyer, Robert Amsterdam. And this is a direct warning because he said that if anything should happen to Bobi Wine or the family or anybody, there will be